So the next thing I want to do, I guess, is let's make this half of the face brown. I'll make sure I stay on my head layer. I'm going to draw. I want to make sure my auto weld is turned on. So when I start here, you'll see that it snaps to a drawing part that's already there. I'll do the patch on the side of his face, lock it in. Now this is where I need to use my paint tool, my paint bucket tool. So I will choose my fill color, same as the ear. I will take my paint bucket tool and I will just fill that in. So that was a closed shape because I welded at the start, I welded at the end, and I'm on my head layer. I'm good to go. All right, a couple more things before I let you jump in and start working on your own image. Let's do one of the eyes. So I'm going to create again another vector layer. I'm going to call this brown eye because it's, you know what, I'll just call this eyes. I'll do my eyes together. I'll do them both on the same layer. So I'm on the eye layer, start with my pen tool, and there's the top of my cheek. And I'm going to take the rest of this and I'm going to weld from there up around my eye, back down, weld again. I'm going to simplify. I like to use this because it makes my images a little cleaner, easier to edit, so I have less to deal with. So now I'm going to take this node, I'm going to move it down a little bit. I'll just shape my eye a little better. And I'm going to fill my eye in now, so I'm going to go to my fill tool. I'm going to just click on a white object, paint bucket. My eye is now white. So I'm going to move this over. Oh, make sure when you move, you select all of the nodes before you move. Put my eye in place. Now I need to do a couple more circles here, so I'll do an orange circle, pen tool, stroke outline. I'll leave it black for now. There we go. I use my weld to lock it in. My fill tool, I'm going to select a nice orange color for that part of the eye. Paint bucket. There's my eye being orange. One more time. This time I want to do the black part of the eye. There we go. Fill color, black, paint bucket, eyes filled in. And the last one, I want to set my stroke to white and my fill to white. And I'm going to simply draw a little shape. So I'll take the shape tool. You have a variety of shapes listed along the top. Click on the circle. I just want to draw a nice little circle for the reflection of the eye, and then I'll just move it into place. Okay, so there's one eye done. Let's take a quick preview. There we go, looking good. All right, I'll let you work on the other eye, and I'll just do, I'll tackle the mouth here for a second, and then I'll let you progress on your own with the image that you would like to draw. So again, for the mouth, line tool. Make sure I set my stroke to black, no fill. There's the top part of the mouth, and again my weld tool, down, around. There we go. And that filled that in white, which is fine. I can change that color to whatever I want, but first I will move it over to here. So there's my puppy smile. And my fill tool, I will set to, let's go with that dark red color. Filled in. We'll add the tongue. So I'm going to choose that bright red color for the tongue. And I'm going to choose that same color for my line, just so I can get nice and clean. And I'll draw the tongue. And then use my weld feature again. And move. There we go. And what else do I need to do? Oh, I'll do the circle for the nose. And I'll put a shadow on that to show you how to use the gradient tool, then I'll let you progress on your own. So, again, I forgot to do another layer for the mouth, but I'll make you try and do your best to keep your layers organized. I'll create a new vector layer. I'm going to call this one nose, and I'll simply use my shape tool. There it is. Now when I click on my move tool, I have the ability to rotate that circle. So I'll rotate it on a little bit of an angle, and I also have the ability to resize that circle. So I'll size it to what I want. There is the nose roughly. I'll set it into place. Now I also, when I choose my fill tool, I can put an effect on any object. So in order to apply that effect, I need to choose my fill select tool, and I choose the nose. I'm going to pull down from the effect, and I want to put either a shaded area on it or a gradient. For now, I'm just going to choose shaded. And it gives me some features. I can choose where the shade is. So I'm going to put the shade down in the bottom right corner like you see on the example. I can choose the offset of the shade. So I can turn it up or turn it down. I'm going to leave it around 10. And I can choose the color of the shade. And I'll leave it at a dark color there. Maybe I'll make it a little bit lighter. I think that's too light. Let's go back to the black here. And then I will say OK. And then you'll notice now that my nose has a nice shade on it, much like the nose that we have in the original image. So again, let's do a quick preview. There we have it. Dog's coming along nicely. So I'll leave it up to you to finish up your dog, remembering to create layers for every different object that you want moved. For now, the movement isn't super important, but it is helpful to organize things in terms of their depth. Again, this ear was in the background, so I put it on a layer and moved that layer behind the head layer. So if you keep things organized, keep using those tools, that'll get you started.